making BLFGT. It's a BLT, but the T's are fried green tomatoes, not just any tomato. And you can use them with underripe tomatoes of any color, which are a little easier to find in your grocery store than a green tomato, per se. So any underripe tomato, salt it, let it hang out on paper towels, draw the liquids out, then bread it in flour, egg white, and then breadcrumbs mixed with cornmeal, a little grated cheese, and some chopped fresh herbs of any variety. I use just a simple flat leaf parsley. Now, I made double the amount of fried green tomatoes. I'm making 8 little sliders because they're so tasty. I know me. I'm going to eat like 6 of them. I already had 3 over the break before we ever start making the sliders. So over here, I've got my patty pal all ready to go. You want a griddle pan or a large, shallow pan because you don't want to steam your burgers. So you want a nice grill pan. You could do them on the outdoor grill if you like. Or just a big nonstick skillet, but again, you want a nice shallow pan. You don't want something too deep or you're going to steam the meat. I have some nice lean ground sirloin here. You could put them up on small potato rolls, or you could just get dinner-sized brioche rolls. They're delicious for sliders. In the meat, we're going to add a little bit of grated onion to keep the meat nice and tender. It's a trick my mom always did when she made burgers for us when we were kids. She would take an old box grater and grate a little bit of onion right down over the bowl so that all the juice from the onion would get pulped and go down into the meat as well. It adds an enormous amount of flavor. Delicious. Just giving that a couple of good whacks there on the edge of the bowl so I get all the onion off of there. Grated onion is a must, and I think a must whenever I'm making burgers is some Worcestershire sauce too. A couple tablespoons of that in there. I put a drizzle of EVOO down at the bottom of the bowl before I added the meat and all the other ingredients so that as I'm forming them, it gets a little light coat of oil running through the meat. So when I put it on the nice hot pan, it'll get a good sear, a nice caramelization. Now we're going to go heavy on the coarse black pepper. A little easier on the salt because we've got the Worcestershire in there. Oh, wrong shoulder. And then I like to add a little hot sauce to these because I think the hot sauce really complements the fried green tomatoes. And I'm going to mix these patties all up, score the meat, and get them onto the pan. But before that, I wanted to show you the special sauce. Because once I get my hands down into the meat, I got to keep going that direction. I take my ring off before we mix the meat. And this is the special sauce. It's basically sour cream and onion dip, basically, that we're going to put up on top of the burger. Again, fantastic with those tomatoes. So take a lot of chives, that's your onion flavor, put it into some sour cream, and then add a little splash of lemon juice. Squeeze the lemon cut side up so that the seeds stay with the lemon, don't fall down into your sauce. Add 1 clove of garlic and use a very fine grater or zester so the garlic turns into paste, or you can mince it on the counter, add a pinch of salt, and mash it into a paste. You don't want to bite down on a piece of garlic, you just want nice garlic flavor. And then add a little bit of salt to your dressing and another dash of hot sauce. And you end up with this sour cream and onion sauce to put up on top of the fried green tomatoes and the bacon and the burgers. Oh, crazy good. So even if you're having a couple of friends over, I think making a couple of different slider-sized burgers is a fantastic and affordable way to go. These are my brand new recipe for BLT burgers, but the tomatoes are green, or you can use any underripe tomato you like, nice firm tomato. So it's a BLFGT, bacon, lettuce, and fried green tomato slider. The sliders themselves have lots of flavor already in them. We've got Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, grated onion, coarse salt, and lots of black pepper in the burgers. Up on top, we're going to do our B, our crisscross of oven-baked bacon, which comes out perfect every time. 350 degrees on a slotted broiler pan, or on a cooling rack placed atop a baking sheet so that all the fat can drip away and the bacon cooks up just picture perfect every time. L, a little bit of lettuce. So you've got some nice tender leaves here. Trying not to pile up the leaves too high, so I want you to be able to see the rest of the goings-on the burger. B, L, and the T is the fried green tomatoes. The tomatoes are coated in flour, then egg white, then breadcrumb mixed with cornmeal, grated cheese, and chopped fresh herbs. Make extra. You will snack on them. And when I serve them as an appetizer, I just put a little dollop of fresh ricotta cheese up on top, or a little tomato salad up on top, tomato salsa. So on top of this, we're going to put our special sauce. Oh, I better turn my pan off. I got so excited, I forgot to turn the pan off. A little dollop of our sour cream and onion sauce, tons of chives, garlic, lemon juice, a little more hot sauce, and a little bit of salt to taste. Also a terrific little dip just for crudité or chopped veggies at your next party. If you like sour cream and onion potato chips, you're going to love this sauce. And then we just put a lid on it. A little brioche bun up on top of that. Oh, you're so cute. You know, yep, I know.